Good afternoon, Southeast Asia. Last night during the dinner, I was kidding with Kenton. I told him, please don't speak too well because I'm right after you. But I think he was not being poisoned by me, right? I think Kenton did a fantastic job, right?
Yeah.
Shall I give Kenton a big round of applause? At the backstage, I heard all of you give Kenton a big round of applause. I know he is handsome, he's good looking. But Southeast Asia man, am I equally good? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'll begin my story. I'll be telling you one of my story happened a few months ago. This was happening in our last team lead trip in Rome. You know, initially I got an invitation by a company to invite me to share in the team lead trip. At the beginning, I rejected the invitation because I thought it's my holiday. You know, because I need to do a short speech, I need to prepare, and I may not be able to enjoy my holiday. I just rejected it. But once I rejected it, I regretted. You know, I asked myself, whatever I have today is given by New Skin. How can I reject New Skin when New Skin need me? So at that moment, I regretted, and it's a blessing. I want to thank, you know, our regional vice president, Evita. I think she called me and said, Chua, do you think you come to speak for us? And at that time, I quickly grabbed the opportunity and I did my sharing. I think later on, I was invited to this regional convention. I think when I got the invitation, I think it's the first thing, you know, I accepted it. Because to me, you know, my sharing here today is very simple. I think my objective here today, if I can help one individual here to change your life, to transform your life, probably two years later, you got recognized on stage, I think this trip, this sharing will be worthwhile for me. I really want to thank New Skin for this opportunity. Thank you. For me, whatever my achievement today, I really need to thank, you know, these angels in my life. Each and every one of them did play a part in my journey to succeed in New Skin. I think the very first person I want to thank is definitely my direct sponsor, my direct upline, $5 million circle member, Mr. and Mrs. Yap. Can you give them a big round of applause? Do you want to know how I was sponsored? Yeah? Yes. It was, for those who doesn't know this yet, Mr. Yap is my brother-in-law. So it was over a family dinner, and Mr. Yap said, oh, my friend had just talked to me about New Skin. And just that, like that. And I immediately raised my hand and said, can I join? How many of you are like this? I think not many, right? Yeah? I think a lot of people will think that, oh, Mr. Yap, he is so lucky. But frankly, I'm gratitude from the bottom of my heart. If that day, just imagine, if he never even opened his mouth to talk about New Skin, I would not even be here today, right? I will not be achieving whatever I have today, right? Sometimes a lot of people hesitating to talk about New Skin. Frankly, he speaks New Skin with confidence. You know, I really want to thank, I want to really borrow your hand to thank Mr. Yap for that session that day. Thank you. That changed my life forever. And I think another person I want to thank is our new $10 million circle member, Mr. Ongi. You know, my very first meeting in New Skin, it was Ongi. You know, at the time I was being told New Skin is a global company, it's a very big company, you know. But at the time I went to a meeting of only 3 people. And that 3 people, one is myself, one is my wife. I cannot remember who is the other person. I think today, definitely, I think all of you are much more fortunate, right? Yes? But I want to thank Ongi for telling me this. He asked me one simple question. He asked me, whatever you're doing now, If you continue doing for the rest, for the next 3 years or 5 years, would you ever get financial freedom? Would you ever will you be able to spend more time with your family? I think that moment of time really hit me. I think all of us here, you know, a lot of people like to look for a fortune teller. But do you know that all of us can be our own fortune teller, right? Actually, you know where would you be in the next 3 years or 5 years or 10 years down the road, right? Yeah? From that moment, in that moment of time, I know new skin is what I want, you know. But, so can I borrow your hand to thank Mr. Ongi? A round of applause for Ongi. And when you know New Skin is a good company, you know New Skin, the end result is what you want. Does that mean you committed into the business right away? Do you? No. I know New Skin is what I want, but I was not committed. You know, I want to do. You know, but you know why? Because at the time I was thinking. Because I was thinking, I haven't seen anybody successful yet. Because at the time, Ongi has not achieved financial freedom yet. You know, of course, my direct sponsor, Mr. Yap, we just started together. You know, and Lillian, our $10 million circle member, also have not achieved. She's just an executive. You know, so at the time, I really want to thank, you know, our $10 million circle member, Miss Lillian Ong. She invited me, you know, to US to take a look. You know, I went to US, you know, and because all of us, you know, we all need to see. A lot of people did not able to commit into the business for a simple reason, because you have not seen people be successful in the business yet. You know, all human beings, I understand one thing. Human being has a potential. Do you know that all of us have the potential? Something we believe in it, we can make it happen. Are all of us born to know how to walk? I think all of us, why we all know how to walk? Walking is not a concern for us, right? Why is that so? It's because everybody thinks you can walk, and you see everybody's walking. Do you notice that? Do you hear a story whereby, you know, a child being thrown in a jungle, you know, what happened to them? They did not know how to walk, right? Yeah? So what I'm trying to say is this meeting really, really changed my life. I think all of you here is very fortunate. You do not need to buy an air ticket to fly to US so far away. You know, you all just need to come to Singapore, and you'll be able to see the business, the success story, right? Yeah? Shall we give New Skin Southeast Asia a big round of applause for this? Yeah. I think in this convention, I think all of us gonna see, you know, we have 100 MDC millionaire here. You know, the millionaire here, you can really touch them. You can really see them, you know. If you don't believe, I don't know what to do with you, you know. Yeah. Yeah, for me, at a time when I see in US, I just choose to believe, you know. One thing I want to share about these 100 millionaire, you know, that we have created, you know, over the last 19 years. I want to say something is that, do you know that 57 of them is created in the last 5 years? Do you see that exponential, the growth, the fast growing? Yeah? Shall we give Southeast Asia a big round of applause? Yeah. I think I'll start talking about my story because the clock is ticking down. Okay? Yeah, but I want to share with you something I have not shared really in the big stage. You know, this is a photo of me when I first started. You know, I think I was a gold or lapis. Okay? Do you see that I'm as ordinary as many of you? Yeah? I think I'm just as ordinary as all of you. I've never done this industry before, you know, never know how to do it before, you know. I share with you something very funny, you know. When I first started, okay, like yourself, when you first started, would your upline come and set goal with you? Yeah? I tell you a funny story. When I first started, of course, my upline is my brother-in-law. One day, when I first started, after I signed up, I think for a couple of days, and he called me. He said, do you know, later on, Lillian is going to look for you to do goal setting with you. He said, better don't see her. I mean, as a brother-in-law, I mean, he did what is right, right? Do you know what I mean? Yeah? But what I want to say is that, you know, those days to become executive, it required 3 months to become executive. For the old timers, you understand, it required 3 months to become executive. You cannot be executive in just 1 month. So, in fact, Lillian want to see me, just want to set go with me, you know, and want to tell me that, yeah, the earlier you set goal, the earlier your ROI, the more benefit you will get at the end, right? Yes? For me, I can tell you what went through my mind then. I was thinking, because I was in a traditional business, I never like to set goal. Because set goal means you need to commit, right? Yeah? And the most important thing is what? I think most important thing is I keep thinking, what if I fail? Okay? I think a lot of people keep thinking of what if I fail when they do goal setting. You know? But come to think about it, well, in New Skin, what if you fail? What will happen to you? You got nothing to lose, right? Yeah? But I think the more important thing is, have you ever thought of what if you become successful? You know? But at the moment of time, I didn't understand that. I'm really grateful to my uplines, you know, they really tell me and taught me this, you know, let me understand that I need to focus and look at my goal, you know, look at what I can get, you know. And also, my upline also shared with me one thing, you know, the key to success in this business is about duplication, okay? Anything I do or I do not do will be duplicated, yeah? What does that mean? If I did not set goal, my people will never set goal. Can you imagine you have, you know, you have 100 people in your team and none of them dare to set goal? Would you have results? Would you have the outcome that you want? Yeah? So for me, I understand that anything that I do, it will be duplicated. Okay, for many of you, if you do have kids, you can see from your kids. Actually, our children is a replication of us, right? Yeah? Anything we do or do not do, our kids will duplicate, isn't it? Downline is the same. Okay, anything we do or do not do, our downline will duplicate, isn't it? I tell you a funny story. That day I saw my son. My son is 3 years old. I saw my son love to dig his nose. And I started to ask Emily, my wife. I said, it must be duplicating one of us. I don't know, it's you or me. Okay, so anyway, I say in New Skin business is the same. Anything you do or do not do, it will be duplicated, you know. And also in goal setting over the years, I started to understand. Goal setting is never about hitting the target, you know. Goal setting is always about learning from the process to discover the best you, right? I think John Maxwell yesterday has talked a lot about this, right? And he wants us to embrace failure, yeah? I told all my team members, I tell them this thing. I say, always remember, the goal that you set, you may not achieve it right away. But if you persist in it and you learn from it, you know, you may fall, but you get up again and move forward again, you will get it there, you know. So, yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I want to say is that everybody need to understand that, you know, all of us has the potential, you know, and through the goal setting, we can get the best out of us, yeah? And during the process of fighting for your goal, what is the biggest challenge? I think the biggest challenge is never about others. A lot of people will keep thinking about my prospect do not agree with me, my downline do not listen to me, you know, my downline is not moving. But I can tell you, all these are not the key concern. You know, we all know that the only challenge in the business is about rejection, right? We got rejection from prospect, we got rejection from customer, we got rejection from our downline, right? Yes? How many of you here, you have invited people to come to the convention and they don't come? Please raise your hand. Do you have people that you invited never come? Look around, look around. Look around. You ask all the millionaires here, have you ever got anybody become millionaire without got any rejection? No, right? Everybody got lots of rejection, isn't it? I will tell you, rejection is part of the business, okay? But what I want to share with you is not about the rejection. It's about the emotion that occur from the rejection. You know, rejection has no big deal. But a lot of time, it's about the emotion that occur, you know, from the rejection. You know, you get down, you get sad. Do you know, by the way, do you know why downline is down most of the time? Because they are downline, right? They are down most of the time, right? Yeah. So in this business, when you understand this, if you can overcome your emotion, you will be doing well. You want to hear some tips of myself? How do I overcome my emotion? Yes? I think for me, it's very simple. Yeah, thank you. I only do two things to overcome my emotion. Every time I face challenges, I'll do these two things. The very first thing, look at the goal again. Look at my dream again. Look at what I can achieve. Visualize it. Think of what you want. Think of what you can achieve. Does that make you excited again? Because a lot of time when you get excited, you will talk to one more person. By talking to one more person, will the thing change? I think the outcome will be totally changed, right? I think this is the very first thing, visualization. Look at your goals again. Look at your dreams again. The second thing that I always do is to be gratitude of every happening. All my downlines will know, Chua, to me, everything is good happening. You know, a lot of downlines always like to tell me problems. Yeah, thank you. And I will tell them, whatever the problem tell me, I say, it's a happy problem. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Let me ask you, I got a downline keep asking me, Chua, I got nobody want to use a product. After he got, a customer, he will say that nobody want to do the business. After he got people want to do the business, he say, why these people are not moving? Do you know what I mean? If you keep focusing on problem and problem and problem, you get problem, right? But you be gratitude over it. You be gratitude and accept it and face it. I will tell you, you will turn it around. Yeah, I think these are the few key principles in my success. Well, when this is a photo of me achieving my blue diamonds. Yeah, do you think that when I achieve my ruby, my emerald, my diamond, when I want to set go to blue diamond, do I need to go through the same process again? Do I have fear? Do I have that emotion again? Yes. Basically, it's the same. A lot of people tell me, Chua, become $1 million circuit member is not easy. But I can tell you, nothing is easy. Agree? I can tell you, being $1 million circuit member now, I can tell you, it's easy. You know why? Because I've done it. Anything you have not done it, you'll find it not easy. Yeah? If you have never known how to swim, when I ask you to swim, you'll find swimming is not easy. But for those who know how to swim, swimming is it easy? It's easy, right? Yeah? So I think it's the same when I achieve my blue diamond. I put this photo for a simple reason. The person on the right-hand side, the one with the eyes closed? Do you know who she is? Yeah, our $5 million circuit member, Miss Gan. Yeah. Yeah, I want to thank Miss Gan. She's our very good friend. She's also one of my first customer in New Skin. When I first started New Skin, she supported me, supported us in buying the product and use the product. But when I told her about business, she says it's not my cup of tea. She rejected me, in the business aspect. Yeah, but she's still using the product. But the thing is, do we give up? I will tell you that she started New Skin business 3 years after I do the New Skin business. Is it okay after 3 years, you got another $5 million circle member? Is it okay? Yes or no? I think it's great, right? Yeah, I think never give up on anybody. Yeah? Well, my time is up, so I just want to share the following in a very fast way. Is all right? Yeah. I think the another goal that really changed my life is when our president of Asia Pacific, Miss Melissa, I think a few years ago, she set a goal that we want to go double. When I see this goal, do I know how to do it? I've never done it before. I never know how to do it before. Do I have fear? But even whatever fear I have, do I want the outcome? Ask myself. What if I can achieve double and double in my team? Would it be good? Yes? Yeah, when I tell myself I want the outcome, I don't know how to do it, I just get crazy. I remember that time, whoever I see, You know, I see my upline, I see the new scheme management. Whoever I see my downline, I will tell them I will go double. Frankly, at the time, I do not know how it is done. But I just tell myself, I want to get it done. Because this is what I want my team to be. I want my team to grow and grow and grow. This is the reason, the key reason why I do new scheme business, right? I think really when you persist enough, you know, you get what you want. This is the beauty about new scheme business. Yeah? It may took me a while to achieve, you know, this is a graph that new scheme management gave me when I achieved my $1 million circle member. Yeah? When they give me this graph, my wife asked me, what if I don't do new scheme? You know, what the outcome could be. You know, I was an accountant, I know how to plot the chart. You know, I plot in this red line. Okay? Initially, your existing job or business may be better than new scheme. But look at the two graphs. Which one do you want? You want the blue one or the red one? You want the blue one, red one, right? But are you willing to go through that period of time? Do you know what I mean? Yeah? To me, what I want to say is that, is it worthwhile? Is it worthwhile? It's worthwhile, isn't it? Yeah? I'm very grateful that new scheme really changed my life forever. My life totally changed, you know, because of this. You know, I think lastly, I just want to, and I think during the process, it's not just about me being successful. It's also about, you know, helping more people to be successful. I think this is something that I really cherish the most. You know, I think lastly, you know, I just want to share a story to close, you know, my session here today. I think some of you heard of this story. Some of you have not heard of this story. I got married. After 2 months after my marriage, I started new scheme business. So when I was doing new scheme business, I was also very hardworking in making people. Do you know why I'm making people? Because I always want to have kids. You know, we try many ways. And we have even gone to the test tube baby, called IVF. Yeah, the doctor told me, say, Chua, I think you better give up. We have tried 2 times, it failed. They said, you never give up, maybe you should adopt a kid, you know, if you really want to have a kid. He said, because you have this problem, that problem, I don't think you can have a kid, you know. But I think it's just like new skin. I never give up, you know. And I told my wife, one day we'll have our own kids, you know. And true enough, I think 7 years later, I got my first child by natural, you know. And 3 years later, it's another surprise. You know, I have the second boy. Don't you think it's a perfect thing? Yeah? So what I want to say is, you know, to many of you, you know, making people, to many of you, you may find it's easy. Because I know people sometimes just, by accident, you got a baby. You know? But for me, making baby is tough. I work hard every day. I work hard. You know what I mean, right? I need to check the calendar. What is the right time? I need to do the job. But it's just consistently, like what John Maxwell said, consistently, and just do it. Yeah? And you will make it happen. Yes. I just want to end with this quote. You know, a lot of people dare not set the goal is because they find you're not able to achieve it. I can tell you, goal is never achieved with your current ability. Goal is achieved with your potential. This is why New Skin, the slogan is called, Discover the Best You. Maybe basing on your current ability now, you cannot become an MDC. You cannot become a $1 million member. But with your potential, I strongly believe every single one of you here can become a $1 million one day, and you can achieve your financial freedom. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and a round of applause to Chua Syer.